Hi everyone and welcome to Classic American Car. In today's video, we're diving into some classic cars available on the marketplace for some seriously low prices. Stick around to see some fantastic deals and also for the purchase link. It is in the description of this video.
Number 1. Muscle dash era attitude without the big price tag, for those looking to capture that raw 70s street machine spirit without breaking the bank. This 1973 Chevrolet Nova is the kind of find you don't stumble across every day. Listed at $6,800 or open to trades and located in East Taunton, Massachusetts. This Nova is a true survivor from the golden era of American performance. Under the hood, this Nova keeps things simple and classic with its original 6-cylinder engine, mated to an automatic transmission. It may not have a fire-breathing big block, but it's a solid, honest platform that runs and drives well, perfect for cruising or a full-blown winter restoration project. The power disc brakes up front and power steering make it a very usable daily cruiser or weekend warrior. Cosmetically, it's a bit of a project, but nothing beyond what you'd expect from a car this age. The body needs some love, and while the structure underneath is surprisingly solid, the car would definitely benefit from new bumpers and a fresh hood. The good news? A used hood and one bumper are already included in the deal. The paint is peeling on the hood and the tops of the fenders, but that's to be expected and actually kind of adds to its gritty, street-tough appeal if you like. The patina look, this is a drive it while you restore it kind of car. Something you can hop in, enjoy on the weekends, and slowly bring back to its former glory over time, without it ever having to sit dead in a garage for months. Whether you want to leave it as a sleeper or drop a V8 into it and build a full-blown muscle era tribute, this Nova gives you the bones and the attitude to do it your way. Number 2. Air-cooled character with vintage charm. Here's your chance to pick up a rare piece of American motoring history that marched to the beat of its own drum. This 1962 Chevrolet Corvair, offered at $3,800 in Fredericksburg, Virginia, or best offer, is a charming, oddball classic with real potential for the right kind of buyer. With just over 71,500 miles showing on the odometer, this rear-engine, air-cooled Corvair still runs and drives well despite its age. The engine fires up and gets down the road. And while it's not a concours-ready example, it offers the kind of analog driving experience you simply can't get from anything made today. The Corvair's quirky engineering and unique styling continue to turn heads, and for someone with a soft spot for the unusual or someone looking for a great entry-level project, this one has a lot to offer. However, it's not without its faults. The most pressing issue is the rust damage on certain areas of the frame that will need attention. It's manageable, but definitely not a project to ignore, especially if you want to bring this car back to its former glory. The brakes are also in need of replacement, so it's not quite a turnkey cruiser just yet. The seller bought it a year ago with full intentions of restoring it, but life got in the way, as it often does. Since then, it's been stored outside under a cover, but recent weather ripped the cover apart, so the car's been somewhat exposed to the elements. There are a handful of other issues typical of a 60-year-old car. The windshield shows moisture buildup and discoloration in the corners, the oil pan gasket is leaking, the rearview mirror is loose, the wipers and washer fluid system have intermittent electrical glitches, and the weather stripping is starting to dry rot. A paint job would also go a long way, but underneath all that is an iconic little car with a lot of personality. A little love, some elbow grease, and a few weekends in the garage, and this could be a sweet little classic to take out on sunny Sunday drives. Number 3. Solid bones, fresh heart. Everyday reliability with classic value. If you're in the market for an affordable, reliable, and surprisingly capable daily driver that doesn't break the bank, this 2012 Chevrolet Malibu might be exactly what you're looking for. Priced at $3,500 and located in Metawan, New Jersey, this Malibu represents serious value in the used car market today, showing 108,698 miles on the odometer. This Chevy is just getting broken in. Known for their comfortable ride, efficient fuel economy, and low maintenance costs, the Malibu has earned its reputation as a dependable commuter. Whether you need a car for work, school, or just running errands around town, this one has the bones to keep going for years. It's not a sports car, and it's not trying to be one, but that's not the point. It's quiet on the highway, smooth over bumps, and easy on gas. This generation of Malibu also boasts a solid interior layout, decent trunk space, and good crash test ratings. If you're looking for something simple, honest, and low hassle, this car fits the bill. Whether you're buying your first car, looking for a second vehicle, or just need something practical and ready to roll, this 2012 Malibu delivers a ton of value for the price. Number 4, 80s economy with vintage sedan charm. Offered at $3,000 in Newton Falls, Ohio, this 1986 Dodge 600 is a quirky, under-the-radar piece of moper history that you don't see every day. With just 84,000 miles, it's got surprisingly low mileage for a car of its age and still presents a decent canvas for restoration or weekend cruising. Finished in white with a tan interior, this front-wheel drive, gas-powered sedan comes with an automatic transmission and that classic, squared-off 80s styling that's slowly starting to gain appreciation from collectors and nostalgia seekers alike. While it's not a fire-breathing muscle car or a high-dollar classic, the Dodge 600 was Chrysler's answer to the growing demand for efficient and comfortable American sedans in the mid-80s. It was built to offer a luxury feel at a budget price, and in many ways, it still does. This could be the perfect car for someone looking to preserve a piece of 80s Americana, or even for a younger enthusiast looking for something unique and affordable. Whether you want to drive it, restore it, or just park it at the next Radwood show, this Dodge 600 has the potential to be a fun conversation starter without costing a fortune. Number 5. Big block swagger meets vintage charm. If you're a fan of lesser-seen American classics that bring personality, presence, and a bit of big block growl, this 1960 Studebaker Lark Regal VIII deserves your attention. Priced at $11,500. And located in Reading, Pennsylvania, this Studebaker is a standout from an era when style and substance walked hand in hand. Powered by a 259 cubic inch V8 with a 2-barrel carb, this car fires right up and runs like a champ. The engine has a smooth, confident idle, and the 2-speed automatic transmission shifts just the way it should. It's got power steering and drum brakes, classic, mechanicals that are easy to maintain and deliver that old-school driving experience we all love. On the outside, it wears its age with pride. There's some light rust on the body and a few dings and dents here and there, but nothing that gets in the way of its drivability. The floors and trunk are solid, no major patch jobs needed. All the glass is in great shape, and from 10 feet away, it looks fantastic. The interior has been freshened up with new carpet, a new headliner, and a recovered front seat. It's not perfect, but it's clean, comfortable, and very presentable. All the gauges work, which is more than you can say for most classics. A new fuel sending unit was just installed, making the gas gauge accurate again, a small detail that makes a big difference. This car gets noticed. Whether you're pulling into a local cruise night or just grabbing gas, people want to talk about it. The lines, the color, the sound, it's all just different enough to stand out in a sea of Mustangs and Camaros. The seller is letting it go because they just picked up a new muscle car, and unfortunately can't keep both. If you're looking for a unique, road-ready cruiser with charm, class, and a V8 heartbeat, this Studebaker Lark Regal VIII is ready to make someone very happy. Number 6. Vintage elegance with post-war poise. This 1941 Plymouth Special Deluxe is offered at $16,500 or trade in Toms River, New Jersey, and it's a beautiful relic from a time when American cars were still shaped by the Art Deco era, and chrome was king. Under the hood lies a smooth and reliable 6-cylinder flathead engine, paired to a classic 3-speed manual transmission mounted on the column what enthusiasts lovingly call 3 on the tree. The car starts right up, runs beautifully, and drives with a quiet confidence that reminds you how much craftsmanship went into cars of this generation. The motor sounds healthy, idles strong, and the gearbox shifts like butter once you're familiar. with the old-school rhythm. According to the seller, this example underwent an older restoration, but it still presents remarkably well-rated 9.5 out of 10 in overall condition. The body lines are clean, the chrome trim gleams, and the stance is just right. It's not perfect or fresh off a rotisserie, but for a car that's over 80 years old, it's held up with incredible grace. The paint has deep shine, the body panels are straight, and most importantly, the structure is solid and uncompromised. The interior is period correct, featuring plush bench seats, a large two-spoke steering wheel, and classic gauge clusters that transport you straight back to the early 40s. The odometer mileage is TMU, true mileage unknown. But the overall condition speaks volumes, insured for $40,000. This car is being offered at less than half its covered value, making it an incredible opportunity for anyone seeking a ready-to-cruise piece of rolling Americana. Whether you're into weekend shows, Sunday drives, or just love collecting pre-war American steel, this Plymouth is ready for its next caretaker. Number 7. A cruiser with drop-top charm and undeniable 70s swagger. This 1973 Ford Mustang convertible is listed for $17,500 in Merrick, New York, and it's a well-equipped, well-kept example of personal luxury from Detroit's golden age of style and muscle. What makes this Mustang stand out isn't just its classic good looks or the rarity of a convertible from this year, it's the way it's been optioned and preserved. Under the hood sits the legendary 351 Cleveland 2-barrel Code H, a powerful and torquey V8 that delivers the kind of smooth, muscular performance Mustang fans adore. It's mated to an automatic transmission, making this car a comfortable daily cruiser or weekend toy. The list of factory options reads like a time capsule of the Mustang's more luxurious side: power steering, tilt steering column, front power disc brakes, and ice-cold air conditioning. Inside, it boasts a deluxe interior package with bucket seats, a full-length center console complete with a working clock, and just the right amount of retro flair. Outside, this 73 Mustang flaunts its decor package, which includes the lower blackout treatment, Mach 1 style grille, sport mirrors, blackout rear panel, and deluxe wheel covers. It even comes with a Ford OEM Mach 1 Ram Air hood, a rare and desirable upgrade. The power convertible top is fully functional and features the original glass rear window, not a cheap vinyl replacement. The seller describes it as a solid, honest daily driver. And judging by the attention to detail in the options and upgrades, including added dual exhaust and a front chin spoiler, it's clearly been enthusiast-owned and loved. If you're after a classic Mustang that blends open air, cruising with performance, options, and unmistakable 70s flair, this one deserves your attention. Number 8. A forgotten luxury flagship with unbelievably low miles. This 1979 Lincoln Continental Mark V Cartier Edition is offered at $10,200 in Killingworth, Connecticut, and it's one of those rare finds that sparks curiosity the moment you hear about it. This car has just 8,400 original miles. And yes, the seller personally knows the original owner who never registered the vehicle. It was used under a dealer plate its whole life by a local garage, which explains why this land yacht has such a low odometer reading. It has spent much of its life tucked away in a canvas carport, shielded from the elements but still bearing the cosmetic wear of time. While it does need restoration, it's all there. The original paint, original top, and factory Cartier badging are intact. There's no major rot, just surface rust as expected from years in storage. The 400 cubic inch V8 still fires up and runs off a temporary fuel setup. The gas tank and fuel lines were drained, but the lingering smell of varnish led the seller to run it from a secondary fuel source. The carburetor has been rebuilt, so it starts and idles well. The interior is original, though the soft top is due for full replacement and the dash veneer will need attention. Despite that, it's a time capsule on wheels, complete with the original title, sales receipt, warranty paperwork, and owner's manual from 1979, all included in the sale because this car was never registered and its VIN is from the pre-1981 13-digit era. it won't show on Carfax. The seller is transparent about this and encourages serious buyers to ask questions and even make offers. He understands that proving mileage on a car like this can be tricky, but the condition of the brake and gas pedals, combined with his connection to the owner, make a compelling case. This is one of those rare what-if classics. What if someone brought it back to glory? What if you were the one to own a Lincoln Mark V Cartier edition with mileage so low it borders on mythical? Number 9. Personal luxury coupe with red-hot retro attitude. This 1975 Chrysler Cordoba is listed at $8,000 in Beacon, New York, and it's a well-preserved example of Chrysler's answer to the personal coupe craze of the 1970s with just 82,000 original miles. This Cordoba still wears its factory styling with pride. It's powered by a 360 cubic inch V8, known for its smooth torque and classic moper sound. The engine runs strong and the automatic transmission shifts confidently. Whether you're cruising the back roads or heading to a local meetup, this car knows how to make an entrance. The body is finished in bold red paint, a perfect match for the Cordoba's long hood, short deck styling. The seller reports it's in great running shape, and the mileage reflects a car that's been used, but clearly looked after. No major rust. No major surprises, just a well-kept 70s coupe that still turns heads. The seller is also open to trading for a small pickup with low miles, so if you've got something to offer, it might be worth reaching out. Number 10. Old school muscle vibes with Chevy power. This 1984 Oldsmobile Cutlass is offered at $6,500 or best reasonable offer in Chesapeake, Virginia, and it's a body classic with serious attitude and the upgrades to back it up. Under the hood, this Cutlass packs a 305 small block Chevy V8 SBC mated to a 700 R4 automatic overdrive transmission, a popular combo for street cruising and fuel-efficient highway pulls. The car reportedly runs strong and drives well, with a decent amount of money already invested in its restoration and upgrades. The body has received a fairly recent paint job, and the seller notes little to no rust, which is a huge plus for any mid-80 South GM car. The stance is solid, the panels line up well, and it still carries the unmistakable look of a squared-off Cutlass from the Reagan era. This isn't a show queen, but it's a very usable classic that you could drive, tinker with, and enjoy while values continue to rise. The seller is motivated but firm, no lowballers and no time wasters. This is a straight shooting sale for someone who knows what they're looking at. If you've been eyeing a Cutlass to build, cruise, or just enjoy. As is, this one might check all the boxes. Number 11. Untouched muscle with utility roots. Built for street dominance, offered at $20,000 in Rosedale, Maryland. This 1973 Ford Ranchero 500 is an unapologetic fusion of classic muscle car energy and vintage truck utility reborn from the ground up with serious mechanical investment and absolutely no cut corners. It's not just a showpiece. It's a street weapon wearing workman's clothes, a factory oddball that's been transformed into a purpose-built beast with just under 100 miles on a fully freshened drivetrain, suspension, and interior. If you're looking for a unique classic that blends raw performance, tasteful build quality, and everyday usability, this Ranchero hits the mark. Let's talk about what's under the hood, because that's where this Ford really comes alive. The heart of this machine is a 351 West stroke to 357 cubic inches, built with precision by Krebs Engineering, a name that means serious horsepower in the Ford performance world. The block has been bored .030 over and assembled with 10:1 compression, giving it the right balance between streetability and power. It's topped with TrickFlow Specialties, TFS, twisted wedge 170cc aluminum heads, fitted with 2.02 intake and 1.6 exhaust valves, a combination that screams efficiency and flow. Paired with a TFS Stage 1 camshaft .499.510 lift and duration at .050 of 219/225, you get a throaty, aggressive idle and strong mid-range punch that pulls hard through the revs. Complementing the valvetrain are TFS 1.6 ratio full-body aluminum, roller rockers with beefy 7/16, Studs no stamped steel shortcuts here. Up top, air and fuel are fed through a 650 CFM Speed Demon carburetor, seated on an Edelbrock Performer intake manifold, which together deliver crisp throttle response and strong acceleration across the range. Exhaust exits through a set of headers, ensuring this Ranchero sounds every bit as serious as it performs. Ignition is handled by an MSD Digital 6AL, giving rock-solid spark and tonability, while cooling is upgraded with an ASI performance. 4-row aluminum radiator to keep tongue in check even during spirited driving, backed by a C4 automatic transmission. With a reverse manual valve body, this Ranchero gives you full control over the gear shifts without a clutch pedal, ideal for both track and aggressive street use. A torque converter adds further punch out of the hole, and a B&M Pro Stick shifter offers that race-inspired mechanical feel when rowing through the gears. Out back, you'll find a 9-inch Ford rear end, freshly rebuilt by the experts at 8 and 9-inch Ford rears in New Jersey, running 3.73 gears for a perfect mix of off-the-line acceleration and highway drivability. It's been fitted with Dutchman 35 spline axles, a no-nonsense upgrade designed to handle serious power without breaking a sweat. The rear end also features a disc brake conversion kit, giving you modern stopping confidence to match the go. The car sits on a staggered set of Weld Racing ProStar wheels, wrapped in 275 65th Mickey Thompson ET Street SS radials out back for that aggressive stance and bite, while the front sports 205 50ths 15 South for nimble, responsive steering. The combination gives it a mean, purposeful look without sacrificing function. Inside, the story continues with a freshened interior that matches the rest of the build's quality. Everything has been redone, from the upholstery to the dash and trim, and with less than 100 miles since completion, it still has that just finished feel. It starts right up, runs cool, and drives straight with no quirks or unfinished business. This isn't a project or a rolling restoration, it's a done deal. A turnkey bruiser that's ready to impress at shows, tear up the street, or just make a statement wherever it goes. The 1973 model year marked the first year of the larger body style for the Ranchero, giving it that big, bold look while still retaining its unmistakable car truck DNA. It's rare to find one this clean, let alone one that's been built to this level with high-end parts throughout. It straddles the line between utility and muscle, but there's no doubt it leans hard into the muscle side. And it does it with authority. If you're after a classic that dares to be different and delivers the goods in performance, presence, and reliability, this Ranchero deserves a spot in your garage. Number 12. The last of the real workhorses, untouched and unbothered, offered at $8,000 in Hornell, New York. This 2004 Chevrolet Silverado 2500HD regular cab long bed is about as honest and unmolested as these heavy-duty diesels come. Under the hood sits the legendary 6.6L Duramax LLY, mated to a rare and highly sought-after ZF6 manual transmission, a combination that delivers brute torque, bulletproof reliability, and total driver control. And here's the kicker, it's still bone stock, right down to the original exhaust, making it a unicorn in a world full of tuned and abused diesels. This truck hasn't been beaten on or hot-rodded. It's been used, as intended by a hands-on owner who took pride in keeping it mechanically sound and simple. It runs strong, with no blow-by, no odd noises, and it shifts smoothly through all 6 gears. That alone should grab the attention of anyone familiar with the ZF6. It's a rock-solid gearbox, and finding one paired to an unmodified LOY is becoming rare. Recent maintenance includes brand new tires, giving you peace of mind and grip whether you're commuting or towing. The body shows some age, there's some cosmetic work needed if you want it to be perfect, but it's nothing that affects drivability. The gauge cluster needs attention, likely a common stepper motor issue that can be fixed with a rebuild kit or swap. Aside from that, this truck is ready to work or play, and the miles will continue to rise because it's still in daily use. Testament to just how solid and dependable it is. If you're looking for a strong, capable H diesel with a real manual. Transmission and a clean, unmodified history. This one checks every box. Whether you want to keep it stock and dependable or use it as a platform for upgrades, this is a rare starting point that's only getting harder to find. Open to offers or trades, so bring your best and be ready to drive home something solid. Number 13, square body simplicity with endless potential, priced at $7,500 and located in East Liverpool, Ohio. This 1982 Chevrolet CK1500 regular cab short bed is a clean, classic square body pickup that offers an honest start for someone ready to finish a vision. With just 66,000 miles, the bones are good, the look is classic, and it's already been teed up for a V8 conversion that never got off the ground, leaving a wide open opportunity for you to build it your way from the outside. It's got that cool, no frills appeal that makes early 80s short beds such a hit in the collector world. Gray paint and a clean, straight body give it a laid-back street truck vibe, while the black interior keeps things simple and classic. It's not driving at the moment, still sporting the factory inline-six and automatic transmission, but that's not a drawback if you've been hunting for a clean shell to drop your motor of choice into. The previous owner had plans to install a V8, but never finished the swap, so it's still mostly original and uncut. The engine bay is clean and the frame is solid, making it a perfect canvas for a small block, big block, or even LS-based build depending on your preference. The body is straight and the short bed is what everyone wants. No rust bucket, no project beyond saving, and no unnecessary mods that have to be undone. This is an opportunity to get in on a vintage Chevy pickup before prices climb even higher. Whether you're dreaming of a slammed cruiser, a Restomod street truck, or a full-blown custom build, this square body gives you the hard-to-find short bed foundation in an untouched state, ready for your vision to take shape. Trades welcome, so bring what you've got if you're looking to make a deal. Number 14, built to earn its keep, offered at $6,800 or best offer in Denville, New Jersey. This 2004 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD extended cab long bed isn't just a truck, it's a tool. A real deal work rig, built tough with a 6.6L Duramax DIES-EL engine and plenty of upgrades that make it ready for snow, dirt, or heavy hauling without missing a beat. It's sitting at 135,000 miles, but these LB7 Duramax engines are well known for pushing past 300K with proper care, and this one's just getting started. What really sets this truck apart is the added functionality. It comes equipped with a full 8-foot Western snowplow, hydraulic and ready to go for those Northeast winters. Whether you're a contractor, a small business owner, or someone who needs to keep a few properties clear, this setup will more than pay for itself. Even better, the truck bed features a hydraulic dump conversion, turning your everyday hauler into a do-it-all workhorse. Landscaping, hauling debris, delivering firewood? No problem, this truck will dump it without breaking your back. The extended cab gives you room for crew or gear, and the long bed offers max capacity for payload. It's not a beauty queen, it's a purpose-driven, hard-working diesel that's built to get jobs done. If you're looking for a flawless show truck, keep moving. But if you're after a reliable, rugged, mechanically solid machine with big capability and useful extras, this one deserves a serious look. Located in Denville, May, and priced to move. Don't miss this one if you're ready to add a true workhorse to your fleet. Number 15, diesel muscle with farm-bred grit and southern charm. Priced at $10,000 and located in Lunenburg, Massachusetts, this 1985 Ford F250 long bed is a survivor turned stunner, a rugged, rust-free southern truck that's been restored and revived but still keeps that old-school work ethic alive. With just 80,000 miles on the clock and a classic brown-on-tan color combo, this F250 wears its age with dignity and shows off the kind of no-nonsense build quality that put Ford's heavy-duty lineup on the map in the 1980s. It's powered by a gasoline engine with an automatic transmission, keeping things simple and reliable. But what makes this truck stand out is its backstory. It's a southern-born survivor that's never seen rust. something that's getting harder and harder to find in any vintage American truck. The body is clean, the frame is solid, and the bones are strong, no patchwork, no Bondo specials. Just old school steel that's been kept away from salty roads. It's been restored. With much of the hard work already done, though a few final touches still remain to finish it off completely. If you're handy or just looking for a lightly refreshed project that you can drive while you dial it in, this truck is a fantastic candidate. The interior is clean and classic, with tan trim that suits the era perfectly, and the long bed gives it full utility whether you're hauling gear, towing, or just enjoying the ride. These 7th generation F-Series trucks are having a resurgence in the collector world, especially clean, rust-free examples like this. And at this price point, you're getting a ton of character, mechanical simplicity, and unmistakable American truck DNA without breaking the bank. Number 16, timeless character meets beach day cool. This 1980 Jeep Wagoneer Sport Utility 4D, offered at $19,000 in Morristown, New Jersey, is the kind of vintage SUV that turns heads everywhere it goes, not just because it's rare to see one in this condition, but because it's been tastefully kept original where it matters, and lightly restored where it counts. If you're looking for a unique classic to cruise along the coast this summer, or just want a rugged, old-school 4x4 that stands apart from the crowd of modern cookie-cutter SUVs, this Wagoneer might be the one. It wears a clean, non-factory paint job in a stunning color that gives it a fresh, vibrant look without losing its vintage charm. Unlike many other Wagoneers of this era that came with the signature faux wood grain paneling down the sides, this one breaks from that mold and offers a clean, no-wood aesthetic, something you rarely see, and a big part of what makes this truck so unique. Underneath that beautiful paint, it's clear this isn't just a showpiece, it's built to be driven. The drivetrain has been restored, meaning the engine, transmission, and supporting components have already been gone through and are ready to hit the road. The Jeep runs strong, drives straight, and brakes confidently. Whether you're rolling through beach traffic or headed up a winding mountain road, this classic 4x4 is ready for the journey. One of the most surprising things? The power rear window still works perfectly, something most of these old SUVs lost years ago. It's those little details that make this Wagoneer such a standout example. Inside, the cabin is in absolutely beautiful condition. The seats, dash, and trim have held up incredibly well, and according to the seller, it even still has that new car scent inside. It's not often you find a classic SUV where the interior looks and feels this fresh. Whether you're taking it to cars and coffee or just want something special to run to the market in, the inside of this Jeep will greet you with comfort and style. This is a true classic that's been lightly restored in the right places but remains highly original in overall character. It's currently offered at $19,000 or best offer, and the seller is open to trades but only for classic Broncos or Moper vehicles. So keep that in mind if you've got something interesting to offer. If you're reading this, yes, the Wagoneer is still available. The seller won't be replying to generic messages like, "Is this still available?" So if you're serious, send an email with the subject Wagoneer and ask any specific questions you might have. This is the kind of truck you really need to come see in person to appreciate fully. Whether you're chasing the nostalgia of vintage Jeep ownership or just want a super cool cruiser with plenty of character, this 80 Wagoneer is ready for its next adventure. Number 17, patina, presence, and potential. That's what this 1989 Chevrolet 1500 regular cab short bed brings to the table. Priced at $4,000 and located in Cooperstown, New York, this truck is a great find for someone looking for an honest old school pickup with just enough grit to make it cool and plenty of potential to take it in any direction you want. Finished in a faded yet charismatic blue exterior over a black interior. This short bed Chevy Silverado is a Virginia truck originally, meaning it avoided a lot of the harsh northeast winters that wrought out many others. The body has a naturally aged patina that tells a story of hard work and Americana, but it's not rotted or beat to death. It's the kind of look people pay good money to recreate today. Under the hood is the classic small block Chevy setup, And while full mechanical specs aren't listed, this one's got just over 121,000 miles well within range for a truck from this era, especially one that's been preserved instead of abused. It comes equipped with an automatic transmission, so whether you're planning to daily drive it or build it into a cruiser, the setup is convenient and driver-friendly. The short bed, regular cab combination makes it desirable for anyone who knows. Pickups, it's the body style that works for hot rod builds, patina cruisers, or just a clean weekend truck. The proportions are just right and with a solid stance. This one's already halfway there visually. Inside, the black interior is basic but functional. Nothing over the top, just classic GM truck simplicity that gets the job done. It's ready for someone to jump in and either enjoy it as is or begin a mild custom project. Drop it, else swap it, or simply preserve its originality. It's the kind of truck that offers endless directions. Whether you're looking for a cool shop truck, a classic cruiser, or a project to build with your kid, this '89 Chevy has the bones. Offered at just $4,000, it's an approachable entry into the world of classic trucks. Don't wait too long. Clean, short bed, square body era trucks like this are getting harder and harder to find. Number 18. Classic moper simplicity with a short wheelbase and plenty of potential. This 1984 Dodge D150 short bed 2WD is offered at just $1,500 in DeWitt, Virginia, and while it's currently just a roller, it's exactly the kind of clean canvas serious builders and weekend tinkerers are always on the lookout for. This particular D150 is a short bed, two-wheel drive model, which gives it that aggressive, low-slung stance people crave for custom truck builds. Whether you're dreaming of a pro touring sleeper with modern power, a retro patina cruiser, or a drag strip toy, this truck offers the solid foundation to bring that vision to life. It's being sold as a roller, meaning it doesn't currently have a motor or transmission installed, but that can be a blessing in disguise for the right buyer. You're not paying extra for a drivetrain you'll end up replacing anyway. Instead, you can drop in the powertrain of your choice, maybe a 318, a 360, or go full-blown with a Hemi swap, visually. The truck retains its classic short bed proportions and 80s moper boxy styling. There's no wood grain, no frills, just a clean, raw, straightforward Dodge truck with square lines and tough attitude. At just $1,500. This D150 is priced to move, and the seller is also open to trades, so if you've got something interesting to offer, it could be your way in. Whether you're a seasoned builder looking for your next garage project or someone just getting into vintage trucks, this one has all the makings of a fun and rewarding build. Number 19. Vintage charm with dependable muscle. This 1976 Oldsmobile Cutlass is a clean, comfortable, and complete piece of American iron, offered at $15,900 cash in Girard, Ohio, with just 100,000 miles. It's the kind of car that's already stood the test of time and is more than ready for its next chapter. Powered by a stout 350 Rocket V8, this Cutlass delivers the kind of torque and sound that made the 70s era so memorable. Paired to a smooth automatic transmission, it's built for cruising, whether you're heading down the highway, taking it to your local show, or just enjoying a Sunday afternoon ride. This car doesn't just run, it runs cold. The air conditioning works as it should, something not every vintage car can say. It also comes equipped with power steering, power disc brakes, and dual exhaust, making it a joy to drive and surprisingly modern feeling for its age. Cosmetically, it's a standout. The paint is in excellent shape, the interior is super clean, and all the lights, gauges, and signals work just as they should. The floors and frame are solid, no hidden rust nightmares here. The suspension has been updated with new coil springs, and it's kept cool with a new 4-core aluminum radiator. LED headlights have been installed for better nighttime visibility, but otherwise the car keeps a very classic aesthetic. It's the kind of turnkey driver you can confidently jump in and take across state lines. No guesswork, no mysteries, just a great old-school car that does what it's supposed to. The seller is open to trades, but any potential buyers should be ready to travel to them. They're also willing to help coordinate shipping, which is a nice bonus if you're buying from out of state. This Cutlass is the real deal, ready to drive, clean inside and out, and priced fairly for the condition. At $15,900, it's a chance to own a true slice of 1970s American motoring. Number 20. Early muscle car DNA in a clean and affordable package. This 1963 Ford Mustang Coupe 2D, or rather 1963 Ford Fairlane, as clarified in the details, is offered at $7,500, or best offer in Foxborough, Massachusetts, with 99,999 miles. And an automatic transmission, this is a fun, raw classic with real character and a solid heart under the hood. Underneath, it's powered by a 289 V8 that's been bored .030 over, giving it a little extra pep and displacement. That's mated to a trusty C4 automatic transmission, making it a great cruiser that still knows how to get up and go. This Fairlane comes in a classic white exterior with a blue interior, a timeless combo that gives it that clean vintage vibe. While it's not a concours-level restoration, it's an honest classic that you can drive, enjoy, and continue to improve as you go. Fuel type is good OL gasoline, and with that small block Ford under the hood, you've got plenty of parts, availability, and tuning potential. Whether you want to build it into a street machine, preserve it as a sleeper, or just enjoy it as an entry into the classic Ford world, this Fairlane offers a ton of value at this price. At $7,500 OBO. The seller is open to reasonable negotiations. It's an opportunity to own a pre-Mustang era Ford with real vintage appeal and mechanical muscle to back it up.